There's a string of rumors and news that came out. It's off season time. Rumors are ramping up. So if you want to hit some of these, and we'll talk about some of our favorite ones. So one, we already mentioned it earlier, but some teams are calling about Kuminga and Poole. We kind of addressed that already. The Hawks are targeting Pascal Siakam in the trade. So any player other than Trae Young can be available in that trade for Siakam. So I would love to hear your thoughts on that in a second. And other than that, Indiana, Brian Windhorst is reporting that the Pacers are trying to move the number 7 pick in a trade for a wing player. In my mind, that could be used for something like a Pascal Siakam, honestly. A wing player. Yeah. And speaking of the Raptors are unwilling to move OG Anunoby because Anunoby is, of course, getting a lot of external trade interest, but Toronto is reluctant. That's according to Mark Stein. And finally, the Kyrie Irving news. The Mavericks seem to be the only bidder for Irving right now for his services. So, yeah, all those moves. Which one interests you the most? We had, the Golden State Warriors, Kuminga and Poole, getting a lot of calls. You had the Hawks targeting Pascal Siakam. You also have teams gauging about OG Anunoby. And finally, Kyrie Irving is not getting as many looks as he thought. So,
yeah,
which one of those interests you the most?
I would say for me, the Pascal Siakam Atlanta connection.
Yeah,
I think we've heard a lot about John Collins being in trades for the Spurs and this team and that team. And to me, that one could make some sense for the Hawks. You add another dynamic wing who is long, who's tall, who can be a defensive presence. He can switch on multiple people. I think Pascal's like 6'9", 6'10". He can shoot the three. He can handle. Kind of takes some pressure off of Trae Young, and I feel like it'll be a decent. It could be a decent move to make.
It could be.
And if they keep, I guess I'm just like thinking like they would move John Collins, and they keep Capella. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
Keep DeJounte Murray. I think that's a good move. Kind of extend your range a little bit. John Collins can shoot the ball too, but Pascal to me is a bit more of a proven scorer compared to John.
Yeah. He can create his own shot.
I think that could relieve a lot of the pressure on Trae Young and add somebody who is a dynamic threat, mid-range, hit the basket, draw fouls,
and get championship pedigree too.
Championship pedigree, can switch on defense to guards if need be for possessions at a time, and he can defend taller guys too. So I feel like it's a win-win if that were to be the case. We'll see. I like the potential there.
Same here. Even if I think Brian reported that about the Indiana's trying to trade for a high value wing, and Siakam fits that mold too. That'd be potentially a good fit there too. But I want to hit on this Kyrie Irving stuff, bro. So after all this is said and done, the only teams that are even looking at you right now are the Mavericks, and it looks like he'll resign with the Mavericks, man. Because I feel like Kyrie wants this max deal, and teams are not willing to give a max deal like that, other than the Mavericks. So it's like, take what you can get. And Luka, I don't know if you've seen a recent picture of Luka, man. Luka is looking like
slim down.
Yeah, man. Yo, so we haven't seen Luka like that, so it could be a good time for the Mavericks, bro. Speaking of Mavericks too, I don't know if we talked about this, but I think they're also not re-signing Christian Wood. Do you remember seeing that?
I haven't seen that. No Christian Wood, huh? That's interesting.
I'm gonna pull it up just in case, but I think that's what it was. Yep. Christian Wood is on the market. The Mavs have moved on from free agent Christian Wood.
Wow.
Yeah. See, personally, I like Christian Wood. So that's another asset someone can go get, because he is a free agent for real. So like, if the Mavs are not gonna go after him, that's like their advantage is gone, because they had a bird rights and they could have offered him way more money. So like, other teams can get in on it now. And I feel like Christian Wood is a valuable asset for anyone to have on their team.
He has size. He can shoot. He can post.
Yep.
Pick and roll threat. He's long. He's tall. Yeah, I don't.
There's any team you can go to, automatically get some help. So
yeah,
I'm just see where he goes. On my initial looking up some stuff. You see Bulls?
No, I see the Mavs are interested in Grant Williams.
Grant Williamson.
Apparently, that's someone they've had interest in signing. Adding some defensive intensity. I don't know, but back to the Kyrie situation real quick.
Oh, okay.
I think teams would be more willing to take him if he weren't seeking a lot of money. And obviously, that's an obvious thing, but the reason he won't be able to get like a long-term solid contract is because of his actions. We already know that. Like, people don't feel like they can really rely on him, I guess. Like, trust him to show up for games and stuff. And it's kind of what he's done to his own business, I guess. Which, you know, there are many sides to this, but do you like the fit with Kyrie and Luka in Dallas?
Yeah, I like the fit, bro. They had a chance to make the playoffs. Yo, and they start off when they join together, losing, man. I mean, like, it takes time.
Yeah.
I think Kyrie is a box office player.
100%.
Right now, the fit hasn't proven to be great, but I would say give it some time though. We'll see how it goes after this upcoming season.
Yeah.
But on paper, it should work because we've seen Kyrie with LeBron.
Yeah, sure.
So it should work. It's just this iteration of Kyrie right now, like what's going on there. So, and defensively, they got issues. They need to fill out the roster. That's the one main difference, because that Cavalier team, they had some defensive players, you know. This Mavs team, they got rid of their defensive players to get Kyrie. So that's where that's coming to. And then apparently that's another reason why Jason Kidd isn't a fan of re-signing Wood, because of his lack of defensive prowess and because of the injuries. So if that's what Jason Kidd thinks, I mean, that's fine, but I still think that's a great asset to have.
I think so too.
But yeah, that's what I think. What do you think? But yeah, what do you think about the fit for Kyrie and Luka?
It's kind of wonky, and I do understand the LeBron-Kyrie combo comparison. I just think that for Luka in general, he's still a fairly young player, even though he's been playing professional basketball for many years. But his play style is more of a go get buckets first, then play make. Even though he can do both, obviously. Even though he's a triple-double threat.
Right.
but I feel like Luka is more likely to succeed when he's like the primary ball handler. And we know Kyrie also is a ball handler and can do wonders for you in ISO 101. Just go get you a bucket. I guess them playing beside each other in the starting lineup is kind of interesting because it's kind of hard to say. I think they could be, if they figure out the rest of the team and like have some balance, that, you know, get 3 other guys on the floor with them that can space the floor, who can be potential threats in a pick and roll and be able to switch on to other guys, then yeah, it's just kind of hard to say. Like, we only got a small sample size and they didn't do so well.
Yo,
they did get
they ain't make the play in, bro. That's how bad it was.
Then they, you know,
considering where they started. Remember where they started now.
Yeah.
It's a fall. Like, no, that's so crazy.
Yeah.